So this video is going to revolve around my house purchase in the year 2022. Now in the year 2022 July, I bought two houses, right, in a place called Bangalore. I'm going to show you more about what research I did, how I bought it, what is the loan amount I took, what is the interest that I paid, how did I use that benefit with that interest, and finally what I did with the houses and what is the net worth right now. So I'm going to talk about everything, and also stay till the end of the video because I'm going to show you what is the next house that I recently purchased. I've just put in the down payment right now. Next month, I think in April, the loan will start kicking in as well. So I'm going to show you all of that in today's episode. So stay till the end. Okay, so let me quickly show you what is the entire strategy that I've used. Now in July 2022 is when I bought both houses. So I'll show you one by one. So this was house number one, which was a 1,004 square feet apartment. And same, I bought in July two apartments at the same time. So even house number two is 1,004 square feet. Now the buying cost of this entire apartment was approximately 68 lakhs. So as you see, the first part is approximately 34. So this was the amount in July 2024, which was 32 lakhs. And then the final construction after including the construction cost and everything was coming up to 36 lakhs. So 36 plus 32 was coming up to 68 change, almost 64,000 was the entire buying cost of this house, right? Now on this, I have paid an interest of 2.5 lakhs. I'll show you what I've done there as well. And loan processing charges for this house was 11,800 inclusive of GST. And then you can add another miscellaneous cost, which is just me running around, going to different places and doing that. Obviously, I didn't pay anything else apart from this, right? So my total cost of buying this house in July 2022 was approximately 70 lakhs 66,000. Now a lot of people I know make this mistake that they just calculate the buying cost as 68 lakhs. Divided by the square feet, which is 1004, and say I bought it for 6,800 per square feet. Yes, the going rate is 6,800 a square feet, but I always include what is my actual buying cost. Okay. Now finally, my price per square feet has come to 7,039 rupees. My down payment was 20% and my loan amount was 80%. So I had taken a loan of around 54 lakhs and my down payment I put around 13 lakhs, which is I only put 6 lakhs in the start and then took the house because the remaining down payment I put right towards the possession time, which is coming up right now. So this was an under construction house. So that is why I didn't have to pay 13 lakhs upfront. So I have sold this house as of October 2023 within 1 year. I think it went up quite a bit. So I wanted to sell it. So let me give you more example on that. So as I said, my buying cost was approximately 70 lakhs 66,000, right? And then I sold it for 86 lakhs within a span of almost 12 to 14 months. Right, my tax benefit on this is 1,75,000. I'll show that to you in just a bit, right? Now I sold it for 86 lakhs. My brokerage on this entire selling process was around 1 lakh. My tentative profit was basically, if you look at it, my tentative profit was the buying cost minus the selling cost, plus I added the tax benefit as well, in minus the brokerage. So it came to around 16 lakhs. So basically in 1 year, almost 14 months, my net profit was approximately 22.76% from buying and selling this property, and my profit was approximately 16.08. Now yes, there is another case study which people say, yes, now you have to pay tax on the 16.08. I do have to pay tax on it, but if I reinvest this into another house, then I can offset some of the capital gains, right? Coming to the same apartment that I bought, two houses I told you, coming to the second house as of March 2024, what is going on with this house? Now with this house, the buying cost is slightly different. Why? Because it's same. 68 lakhs is buying cost, 2,50,000 is the interest I've paid. Loan processing was 11,800. Other miscellaneous cost was 5,000. Registration of this flat is going to be 3 lakhs, which I'm going to pay in the next few months because this is now receiving the OC and now I have to go start registering it. So that is all the costs that I have included here, right? Now for this, the total amount that I have paid is 73 lakhs 66,000. My down payment again was 6 lakhs in the start and 6 lakhs right now. And my total loan was 54 lakhs, which now I have cleared completely. Okay, so my buying price for this was approximately 7,337 per square feet. Now if you look at the current state of affairs for this flat, after excluding my tax benefit, the current value of this flat is approximately 1.15 crores. So basically in almost 2 years, the flat that I bought for 68 is now sitting at 1.15, right? Obviously now my buying cost has come to 73. So if it goes to 1.4 crores, I will make a 100% return in a span of 2 years, but it didn't happen in 2 years. Real estate mein itna gains nahi hota hai. But right now this is sitting at a profit of approximately 43 lakhs. Now why is loan pending zero? The loan pending is zero because whatever the balance amount, around 47 lakhs was the balance amount. I have prepaid it and used cash and completely cleared this entire down payment, mainly because I was making good money in the entire nifty equity market. So I took some of my funds out to invest in this and remove it completely, because I don't like paying a lot of interest, right? I like building more and more properties. I'll talk about that also why later. Coming to my profit, the current profit or running profit as I call it is sitting at 43 lakhs right now, with a massive gain of 59.11% net in the last 2 years, right? Now this profit, obviously the market has gone up in Bangalore. It will saturate given some time, right? But when it saturates, I have no problem because I'm going to get some rental income from this. Now coming to rental income. Now this is where a lot of you guys and a lot of people on the internet also have the same question, that Shashank, rental yield is only 3%. So why would you buy something like a flat? Now let me make you guys understand something very clearly, right? I don't see things the way you guys talk about things. I'll tell you why. I have spoken to a lot of friends in the past, a lot of Reddys from, a lot of people from Andhra, a lot of Reddys who have made their fortune and built generational wealth by just buying real estate, whether it's apartments, whether it's commercial real estate, whether it's plots. I have spoken to them and I try to understand. So they keep telling me only one thing. They're like, boss, it's very similar to the stock market. When you buy a stock, right? Let's say I bought TCS. Now TCS went up by 10%, 20%, 30%. You buy it for that. So when we buy a house, it becomes an asset, and that asset growing is basically equal to buying TCS shares. So he related it in that way. Then what he said is, the money that you get with respect to rental yield or rental that comes is for me equal to dividends that TCS pays. Now even TCS doesn't pay a very, very high dividend, right? So the dividend yield of TCS is actually 1.18%. So what he said is, okay, let's assume you bought TCS for 1 crore rupees. I bought an apartment for 1 crore rupees, right? Now TCS in the last 1 year has gone from 3,300 to approximately 4,000, around 20-25% gain. So he's like, house also I've got 20-25% gain, you've also got 20-25% gain. But you've got dividend yield, which is general income that comes back into your pocket where you have to pay tax, about 1.18%. And I have basically got approximately more than that, right? Which is your 2%, 3%, 4%, depending on the area. Now this flat, when I bought it for 73. And the rental yield of this is coming to 35,000 rupees. When I bought it, the rental flats are going for 21,000. But obviously I couldn't do it because there was no OC, right? It was under construction. Now after 2 years, the construction is over, and now it is going for 35,000 for a 2 BHK, 1,004 square feet. If I annualize it, it comes to 4.2. Now the yield on my buying price, if I calculate 4.2 lakhs that I'm getting and I bought the flat for 73, it comes to around 5.7. But the yield on market price is 3.64. Now, if you ask me, I prefer looking at the yield on buying price because, boss, I bought something for 73 lakhs and that something is also growing in value. It has gone up by 59% in 2 years. And apart from that, the rental yield that I'm getting is approximately 5%. Now, 5% is today. Okay. Now, definitely you would say, Shashank, this doesn't even beat your inflation, and this doesn't go up higher and all. For beating inflation, you could have put the money in fixed deposit. All of that comes from this profit, what I see, right? This is, I would say, dividend or additional income that I get. Now, this over time will only increase. Now, if I give it another 2-3 years, this might go up to 60,000. Okay. If it goes up to 60,000, then I'm going to get a fixed yield of approximately 9.77% on this flat. And at that point, this would have gone from 11,500 square feet to minimum 15,000 for that to happen. So I would have been a profit in around 4 years, approximately 100% on my actual value of something that I've bought. And my dividend income from this asset would be 9.77. Now, obviously, making an apples to apples comparison from real estate to equity is not correct, right? Equity obviously gives more returns over time. The real estate gives slightly lesser returns. Right now, we are in a real estate market boom. That is why these returns are also looking very attractive. But I am trying to keep more and more passive income coming to me. For example, I even go down to the fact that how much will the interior cost be for renting this out once I get the possession. It is coming to approximately 3.5 lakhs. If I rent it out for 35,000, then my payback period would be 10 months if I don't use a broker. If I use a broker, then this would go up to 11 months, right? Now talk about the tax benefit. Why 1,75,000 on both sides, on both houses? So in the interest of being open, let me show you that as well, right? This is my ITR that I have filed this year. This is the computation of income. Now, if I go down here, there is something called income from house property, and income chargeable under the head house property is minus 2 lakhs. So according to basically, if you look at income from house property, there you have something called under section 24B, you can claim up to 2 lakhs of the interest that you have paid, right? So obviously in 2 flats I've paid much more interest. I've paid a total interest of 4 lakh 48, but this is more than 4 lakh 48 because if you look here, I've calculated 2.5, right? So I paid interest for almost 14 months. So the other 2 months will be added here. It would be 5 lakhs, right? So 2 lakhs I get deduction over there. Now coming down to gross total income here under 80C, right? So 80D I have medical insurance of 25,000. Under 80C I have PF contribution of 3,600 and a housing loan repayment of approximately 5,87,000. Now housing loan repayment, it also goes from your principal amount, but there you can only take a maximum of 1.5 lakhs. So my total benefit from just having this house alive and constantly paying it is 1.5 lakhs and 2 lakhs, which is approximately 3.5 lakhs, which I've split across one house. So currently for me, this house is completely free. And it is tax, it is completely loan free right now, sitting at a massive profit of 43 lakhs. Okay. Now this is flat number 3's details. I bought this flat for 1329 square feet is the total square feet of this house. This is a 3 BHK 3 toilet. Total buying cost is actually 1.1 crore, not 94, because then there's some additional stuff as well. So 101 is the total cost. Down payment is going to be 20 lakhs. I've already finished paying 10 lakhs. Another 10 lakhs I will pay later. Price per square feet has come to 7,600 is the price per square feet, right? So my deficit, my actual EMI finally will be 62,000. Rental income should give me 35. My actual deficit will only be 27. Now the final question that you guys will ask me, Shashank, why are you buying house after house after house? We understood the rental yield versus dividend yield kind of a logic. We understood that buying, but isn't it better to just invest in equity market because it will give you more returns? Yes, the answer is correct. You should invest in the equity market as much as possible because it will give you more returns. But the thing is, if you ask me, my equity portfolio is almost 1.5-2 crores right now. I didn't have any real estate portfolio, and I don't like all eggs in one basket, because if we have a bad round of events going in the equity market where we see 2-3 years of non-performance and no returns, then I would like something like a rental income giving me a fixed, whether it's 5%, 7%, 8% dividend income, even if the price of the asset doesn't go up, right? Even if the price of the asset goes up by 3-4% tomorrow, I wouldn't care, because if I keep this for another 7, 8, 9 years, then I know that the fixed income that I get from this will be around 11 to 12% on my buying cost, right? And obviously the value of property will also go up quite significantly. A lot of people say that you should just buy real estate to stay in it and not as an investment. I kind of don't like that theory, because I would definitely want to. It's not like I don't have money to go buy a house. I still stay on rent, but I'm trying to make more and more passive income sources right now today when I'm young, and I would actually take a house only 10 years later, because I feel buying a house to stay in is actually a liability, because it doesn't yield any income for me, right? But till then, I have another 10 years. My goal is to get at least 7 to 8 flats up and running, completely debt free on them. And then that would be my fixed income for a very long period of time. And equity obviously is going on, so equity is going great. So this was the entire video. I hope this video actually helped you guys a lot. Now another very interesting thing is we've just started something called as a YouTube community, where I want to post a lot of interesting articles. I want to post a lot of interesting stock picks and stuff like that. So I'm going to do all that in the community. So I would like you guys to join it, have a look at it, and experience the entire ability of good research. Okay. And if you are interested in joining my next masterclass, which is the stock market masterclass, I have put it in the description below. You can check that and join my next masterclass. This is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Take care. See you guys. Bye.